God damn.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Sir K reveals more and more about himself every week just by saying the one simple word. There it was. Ah, okay. Well, first of all, God fucking Lee, your boy has had a busy day, so I apologize for damn near starting here at 3:30 ish. Finally got the stream started up. I think it was like 3:15, but we are finally here. That's all that matters. And uh, uh news wise, a rather slow week news wise. However, there is some things we obviously got to talk about in the open to the show, as a lot has happened in the week. The last time we were really kind of the last time we were, hit pretty hard with two deaths in the, I guess, pop culture wrestling music world or whatever. It was Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk, and damn near almost 2 years later, we get hit with another double death week. And man, so I guess we can start. Guess we could start off. Obviously, man, like I said, you guys seen it in a little intro, but this week we lost an absolute legend in the music community, in the rock community, in the metal community, man, whatever you want to call it. One of, if not the greatest lead singer of all time, in Ozzy Osbourne, man. So we actually found that one out on Monday as we were streaming the news, or Tuesday. I'm still fucking it up. On Tuesday, we found out, like I said, as we were streaming, thanks to Mr. Manager Logan over here. So yeah, like I said, man, we found out as we were streaming, man, and I'm looking at this picture right here on my desk, and it's all of us at Survivor Series 2023. And I gotta say, the way that connects to Ozzy, bro, is obviously for years. Um, you know, we've messed with his song called War Pigs. We wanted Wardlow to use it for a while. If you go back on one of our old year-end awards, one of the biggest letdowns of the year was no War Pigs for Wardlow, because they did this whole thing, this whole storyline with MJF. Obviously, that was the peak of Wardlow in AEW, where he um he MJ, obviously the whole story with MJF, and he kept calling him Piggy. He kept calling him Piggy, and everybody that was a fan of AEW at the time wanted Wardlow to use War Pigs as his theme song. And the way that connects us to Survivor Series is um hearing that song, that obviously is a song that obviously we listen to, and an artist that in my household both of my parents loved Ozzy, um and obviously Black Sabbath as well. So I grew up again hearing his voice all the time, as I'm sure Sir K did as well. But man, hearing that song live in Allstate Arena, which obviously is a great acoustic arena, and hearing that song in there was so fucking awesome, dude. It was so awesome. It obviously fits the vibe, and I really hope WWE does continue to use that as the annual Survivor Series if they do War Games, which they do every year. I really hope they go on and continue to use that as the annual War Games song. An absolute legend, like I said, in my household growing up. That man's voice was so, that man's voice being played throughout the house, and just throughout my childhood in general, and obviously into my adult years. It was played so much, man, and it really sucks to see. It really sucks to see, man, but it is awesome to see the mark that he did leave on the world through his music, man. So um for real, man, rest in peace. We lost an absolute legend. I know my OG and my pops they've been having a hard time with it. I know I'm sure they've been bumping his music all week, man, but it sucks to see. And yeah, again, man, prayers to his family, man, and prayers to his friends. His music, like I said, is music that I'm sure my kids, Sir K's kids, will listen to, man, because it's music that we listen to so frequently. And for me, it's for sure because of my parents. I know they um there was there was a couple artists that were frequently played, but he was definitely one of them, man. So um yeah, man, like I said, um prayers to his family, prayers to his friends, man, and rest in peace to the legend, man, Ozzy Osbourne, for sure, bro.
Like, rest in peace, man. I mean, truly is just a rock legend, man. Like you said, throughout the household, whether, it was a cleaning day, whether it was out barbecuing, camping, whatever it may be, he was definitely being played, man. And, that fit sums up, that whole generation, man. And it was just, grew up listening to him. It really does hit different when, people like that pass away and you do know who they are and you know who their music is, or what their music is, and it truly sucks. Man, truly was a legend. Hearing War Games live, or hearing War Pigs for War Games live, truly was amazing, dude. I loved hearing that. It was so fucking good, man. I think they will continue to use it. They always had a great relationship with Ozzy, and I'm sure it's going to continue. Triple H tweet, about Ozzy was amazing. So I'm sure it'll continue. And truly, truly was a goat, man. Truly sucks to see him go.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like I said, bro, my mom still to this day has like a plush doll of Ozzy in the box to this day. And I used to
Right.
drive her so nuts because when you hit the button, when you hit his stomach, it played Crazy Train. And I would hit that motherfucker so much, dude. She would get so pissed off at me, bro. Um, so still to this day, she has it at her house, man. So it's crazy to see, man. It's crazy to see. But another thing that's crazy to see is somebody who, if you look at the, really the big four faces of WWE, the guys that were at the top of the mountain, the guys that were the number one guy in the company. There's four guys that come to mind of guys that, like I said, were really the top guy, right? If you start with this era, Roman Reigns. You look at my era, John Cena. The era before mine was Stone Cold Steve Austin. And before that, it was Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan was pretty much the he he was pretty much the man, he was what's the golden goose? I was trying to figure out what they used to call him back in the day. The golden goose, Vince's golden child, right? Of the 1980s, man. He was the really when the company got really really landed on its feet. He was the guy. He was the guy, man. And I'll say before I get started, there are two completely two different definitions of Hulk Hogan. There's Hulk Hogan and there's Terry Bollea. We all know Terry Bollea, and we all know we're not really going to get into that. More so, what I want to talk about is Hulk Hogan, the character, right? The character and really what he did for the wrestling business. It's crazy. It really is crazy to me because I got a text. I got a text yesterday morning, and it was from my pops, and he said, hey, did you hear the news? That Hulk Hogan died, and I feel like we fucking hear this all the time. Like I feel like we always hear a hoax, right? Hulk Hogan passes away. Like I've heard that so many times. So I was like, I was like, yeah, I was like, all right, let me go look into this first. Um, and fucking sure enough, dude, it is actually real, and it's quite weird, man, because we said the same thing with like Bray, but like these wrestlers that are around for so long, in a sense, no pun intended, brother, but he almost in a sense, at least the Hulk Hogan character maybe felt a little immortal in a way. And it's just it's crazy. It's just it's just so crazy to me seeing like seeing just the images, even the one we made, it's just weird. It's weird looking at it. It's just weird looking at it, man. It's weird looking at it because as we get older, these older wrestlers and these people and these people that excuse me, these people that we've again seen and heard pretty much the whole time, we've watched wrestling, even though, you don't know it at the time. It was like me when I started watching wrestling, like, it was '07, so, Hogan was obviously not there, but like, just you do see him though. And what I mean by that is like obviously when WWE shows they're open, at least the one when I was a kid, one of the first things you see is him slamming Andre the Giant, and it's those immortal moments that, like I said, we see. And when we first get introduced to wrestling, at least anybody in my era, and we see them, but we don't really notice it obviously until we get a little bit older. And then when we get older, it's like those things are kind of burned in our memory, right? Like obviously all of us can close our eyes right now and see Hulk Hogan fucking slamming the 1,000 fucking pound Andre the Giant and tearing every muscle in his back or whatever he said. But it really is crazy to see, man. And like I said, speaking about Hulk Hogan, the character, man, and what he did for the business, it's unprecedented, right? It's absolutely insane, what the man did for the business, in terms of, again, being the top guy in a point of the company where the company was still trying to grow, right? He was the guy carrying the torch for better or for worse, right? And then obviously he would go on to absolutely change the fucking business with the NWO forever, and what is a lot of people's, greatest faction of all time. His heel turn changed the business. And even his babyface run back in '84, with WWF. It changed the business. It transcended the business into what it is today. And again, um, the company would not be where it is today without Hulk Hogan. So again, obviously, like I said, we can have a completely different conversation on Terry Bollea the person, but if you're talking Hulk Hogan, absolutely unprecedented what he did for the business, and a goat of the business, a legend of the business, right? And he, like I said, really has carried the torch through, again, huge just paradigm shifts for the wrestling business, man. So um but to Hogan, hey man, I really got to thank the man. Thank you for the jokes. Thank you for your storytelling. Oh my god, the storytelling, bro. I just said it, but every time he fucking told the story, Andre weighed 200 more pounds than he did before, tearing every muscle in his back. um would
Probably my favorite, the fucking wrestled over 400 days a year because of the time zone changes from country to country. I mean, you can't make
he
this stuff.
he wrestled over 400 days a year. God, what else did the man do? Wrestled over 400 days a year. He did not. He did not. I digress. Or I ensure. I mean, what am I talking about? I ensure he did not use his creative power at all. in WCW.
No,
He does not.
it wasn't his contract or nothing, but
Yeah, he does indeed. He does not have a 10-inch penis. Per him in court. That was
or that way.
he in court. Yep, sitting on trial. Um, Man, so there's so many fucking oh my god, I knew I was forgetting one. There is indeed only one Hulk Hogan daddy. According to
Daddy.
according according to him on wasn't he what was that like
Fucking
WWE's like
interview
talk
show.
show that they had for a
They
short amount of time. It was like their own talk show they had. There's only one Hulk Hogan daddy. I don't know what possessed him to say that, but um
all the fucking sus memes of him saying weird ass sus shit
oh
and
bro,
just
you just
speculate.
reminded me. Kurt's behind me, dude, and I'm like, damn, you're really yoking my shit up, Jack. Yoke.
You're yoking me up.
Hogan was getting his shit yoked, I guess, by Kurt, but man, the stories again, the way he would word things, man. Goddamn, it was just it was so fun. I know everybody hated it, but it was truly one of my favorite parts seeing him on WWE television, bro, because he would be hulking up and he would just be feeling himself so hard, and the fucking crowd would just be just raining boost down on him.
Dude,
Oh,
I fucking loved it, dude. It was so bad, but he fucking just fucking mark it out for himself, and the
oh my
fans
god.
just hate it. Oh,
Oh.
it's hilarious,
They
dude.
were booing me
But
in LA, Pat, because of political differences, brother. Like, or
the
oh
other
my,
excuse he gave
oh, I just remembered
was
that one.
because of the last time he was in LA before that, he was a heel, so that's why they were booing him.
Oh my, I was thinking about well, I was thinking about the one from 2018 when he like got reintroduced back into wrestling, and he's like, you know, all the young guys, Jack. They they're so standoffish with me, brother. They think I'm coming for the world title.
For their spot.
They think I'm coming
Now
for their
I they
spot,
don't like
Jack.
him.
Bro,
Fuck it.
man.
I I don't think that we've ever had another man nor more delusional in his life than Hulk Hogan, and you
I
gotta respect it.
I really don't think we've ever seen another guy so delusional. They think I'm coming for the top spot. All right, Hulk. All right.
Just being pissed at him.
Oh my
Oh, dude,
god.
it was fucking goated, man. But truly, Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, two very different stories. Um, Hulk Hogan was the first guy in the business. So it was just one of those things where he was the guy,
Yep.
and he was for many fucking years, man. And his influence, is still around. I mean, look at all like the Becky Hogan stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
very
gonna say he
curious
still
to
has a
see if
daughter
he's
in the
going to
business.
continue that. Exactly. Very
Becky.
curious to see if she's still going to be doing the whole, colors thing. But there's that. There's little aspects here and there that you don't even think are from like somebody, until you really like think about it. Like, damn, that is because of this person. So he is a legend. No matter what he did, which was a lot
Yeah.
and a lot of bad. But he was a legend for what he did back in the 80s initially and 90s. And Hulk Hogan, the character, will live on, man. And it is crazy. Like you said, it really doesn't feel like these people actually pass away. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it is crazy, man. It is crazy. But Hulk Hogan, the legacy will live on. Terry Bollea's legacy will also live on. And they're kind of go hand in hand a lot, man. But the Hulk Hogan legacy will live on.
Hulkamania. Hulkamania is gonna live forever, dude. No, it actually will though. That's the funny part. But but man, yeah, so again, prayers to his friends, his family. And I'm sorry for everybody that was affected by the passings of both of them. Ozzy Osbourne as well as Hulk Hogan. God, that just feels so weird to say. Um,
Yeah, they do.
Man, it really it really is, man. It really is. It's so just so weird to just say that, to say those words, bro. But man, I'm obviously growing up a big wrestling fan. I used to tell everybody my favorite wrestler was John Cena. Obviously. But
Oh,
but
no way.
yeah, I know, right? Fucking what is this, like, fucking the 12th farewell shirt down the tour, or down the drain. But anyways, um, so so obviously I would tell everybody, my favorite wrestler was John Cena, and I would ask some of like my friends' parents and like just older people in general that were familiar with it, like, who was your favorite? And a lot of people would say Hulk Hogan, man. And it just it's crazy to see. It really is crazy to see that um these wrestlers that we grow up and they are, already, retired or legends or whatever the case. It sucks to see. It sucks to see them pass away, and it's crazy. It really is crazy, man. Like I said, it's crazy. It's crazy to just say that like Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan passed away. Like I said, it's just weird to say. And like you said, same thing with Ozzy Osbourne, bro. Like, it's just crazy to just say it. But yeah. So like I said, man, um condolences to everybody who was affected by it, man. And rest in peace to two legends. Um Two legends, like I said, one in the music game, one in the wrestling game, man. Two absolute legends. So may both of them rest in peace, man. So yeah. Uh so with that, with that, what is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing here today? How's everybody doing here today, man? This episode 276 of the podcast, man. Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today for this edition of the news, man. If this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Tuesday we are on here at 12 p.m. Central with Unscripted, and every Friday at 3 p.m. Central we are on here with the news. And with that being said, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, is Roman to blame for the fall of the bloodline? We talked about how Roman Reigns has sort of a WWE's making him have sort of a lack to take accountability in the point, or at the point in his character where I feel maybe a little accountability should be
Good.
taken. But that's just me and Sir K speaking. But with that being with that being said, if you guys did miss that, honestly, bro, honest to God, I really don't want to toot my own horn, but probably one of my favorite looking thumbnails that we've done, man. I
Thank you.
really love the way that came out. But anyways, if you guys did miss the episode, you guys can now watch that on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central for Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can find this beautiful piece of NHP merchandise live on there right now, man. So, with that being said, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at NHP. I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man, Sir K. Sir K, please tell us what you are smiling about today.
Well, smiling because I'm here with you guys, man.
Oh,
That's always why I'm smiling. No other reason. But here today.
I
Always happy to be here. Today's been pretty good, man. Been a pretty good week. I'm really waiting for next week's SummerSlam. I'm very interested to see how the show is. I'm excited, but we'll talk about it and we'll show you guys. But after the reveal of night one and two, I definitely have a preference of night I'm excited to watch.
damn.
But overall, man, overall, I'm doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing in the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I am doing pretty good, man. Honestly, just chilling. Honestly, just chilling, bro. Not too much, not too much, man. Yeah, just that is that, I'm sorry. That that is about it. That is about it, bro. That fuck. Yeah, that is about it. Just chilling, dude. Just chilling. Nothing too much, man. Nothing too much. Just I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like you said, just really excited for really excited for next weekend. Really excited for next weekend, man. With obviously SummerSlam coming up, I actually have to talk to you about that in just a second. But yeah, that's about it, dude. So as Duranto always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, my guy David? Um, my guy David. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today, for this edition of the news. Um, so, what was I gonna say? What was I? Let me see. Logan says Johnny is indeed very good at doing thumbnails. Well, Logan, allow me to tell you what you are good at. You're good at being a friend, man. And it is my time to give a very special happy birthday shout out, as you can see, to none other than Mr. Manager. It is Manager Logan's birthday,
Happy
man. It is Manager Logan's birthday. So, like I said, man, Um, obviously, he knows I shot him a text. He got the text. I haven't been able to respond to his response because your boy's been a little busy. But regardless, I just want to say to everybody here, man, put everybody on to my guy, because truly, I'm so blessed, so lucky to be able to call you a friend, to be able to call you a brother, to be able to call you family. Seriously, bro. Um, guy, the guy means the world to me, man. He really does. He again, he's always been, he really has always been a little brother to me, man. Thank you for always listening to me, bro. Thank you again. Thank you for just being a great friend. Thank you for all the thank you for all the nights we sat up till 9 in the morning just talking about our childhoods and just talking about all types of shit, man. It really means the world to me. I wouldn't trade those nights for anything. And again, to be able to call you a friend, to be able to call you a brother, family, it is it really means the world to me. And I really am, I really am blessed to again to call you family, bro. So happy birthday to my brother Logan, man. It is again the honor is all mine, bro. The honor is all mine. So well, actually, we did not announce that yet, but we will announce that next. There's a lot of announcements going on here today. I know I fucking hey, I don't want to choke myself up too hard, bro. But happy birthday, man. Again, I can't put into words how much this man means to me, bro. An absolute legend. You fucker. You supported us, bro. Man, you supported us when damn near nobody else did, man. This man, this man for the better part of fucking 3 years. And again, way back a couple years ago, man. He was the only one in chat, man. So, um, I really hope everybody gets a friend. I really hope everybody gets a friend like Logan, man. Again, somebody, somebody who is truly a brother, man, and somebody who again has supported us, always supported us through thick and thin. I really I can't say enough good things about the guy. What a guy, Manager Logan. So, um, what a dude. So happy birthday, my brother. I love you. And man, I can't wait to run it back, bro. I can't wait to run it back. I look at this fucking picture every day, bro, and I cannot wait to run it back. So happy birthday to my guy.
Really cannot wait to run it back, man. Happy birthday, man. You're a brother. Um, truly hope that other people can get a friend that we have in you, man. Um, so loyal. You could talk to, this man anytime, any place. Shoot him the text, have him talk. Truly, man, thank you for being here for us. Um, not everyone has friends like we have you, man. And truly, happy birthday, brother. Thank you, love you, and truly hope your birthday is great today, man. I hope you're having fun. Hope whatever you're doing today, you enjoy it, man. And happy birthday, bro. Love you, dog.
Fucking allergies are fucking up again.
I know. There's fucking very much allergies today, man. I don't think I left the window open.
Man, so god damn. I must have ate something hot before I got on here. My nose is dripping. So this fucking sir, this guy Sir K, Lord only knows what he's crying about. Oh my god. Lo- Logan probably knows what he's crying about. I know what he is.
I gotta start playing. Lord knows.
Please. So, whose man's is this, bro? What the fuck? So that goes on to our next subject, ladies and gentlemen. The last time is now. Sir K, when is the last time?
For some people, it's the first time. It'd actually be the first time for me, actually.
This guy. Right. The last
Wait,
I
have I ever seen that? No.
I told you, motherfucker, the last time is the first time.
I don't know if that's what you were referencing, but
A
maybe it is this. I don't
1,000% it
fucking
is,
know.
dude.
Give it
Um, so if you guys have not got the hint, bro, the last time is now, and the last time is September 5th, man. Friday, Chicago, Illinois, Allstate Arena. Me and Sir K have officially gotten our tickets.
Hell yeah.
We have gotten our tickets for the last John Cena date in Chicago, man. It is going to be a night to remember. I still remember the first time seeing my goat. It was in 2011. It was at the December Raw. I want to say it was December 26th or 27th. I want to say. I'll probably have to fact check myself a little bit later. And the last time is September 5th, 2025. We secured tickets. Fuck TKO. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of money for SmackDown, but these motherfuckers know they have somebody like me by the balls. We were able to get our
You said for 2011?
It was either December 26th or 27th, I think.
Was the 26th.
26th. Okay. Yeah, that was the first time. That was the first time I seen him, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We talked a little bit about it on Monday. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. I got pretty comfortable with doing AEW pre-sales, but WWE pre-sales, I didn't know how fast the tickets moved. But once I got to doing them, it was a walk in the park. It was nothing like All Out 2021 where I could just feel the world around me crumbling as I'm trying to fucking pick out two seats.
See every seat just disappearing, dude.
Dude,
It was insane.
dude, it was so scary, bro. It was like man, it was really like fucking Thanos had snapped his fingers and the world around me was just slowly crumbling as I'm trying to find seats for us. But that was probably as hard as it would have possibly gotten. Plus AEW fucking people don't get off their computer anyway, so they're probably used to sitting there all day. But anyways, um as minimal use of deodorant as possible. However, yeah, it was a walk in the park, but we were able to secure tickets, man. It's probably going to be an emotional night, and it's going to be a fun night, though, and I am so excited for it, man. I'm so excited. It's going to be back to what I was going to say when I was talking about Logan, but it's gonna be weird being in an all-state arena. It's gonna be weird not sitting next to manager Logan, man. I got manager Logan on one side, I got Sir K on the other. Lord only knows what Sir K was thinking about, but man, it was it's gonna be weird, bro. It's gonna be weird, but I'm excited, bro. I'm very excited, and the last time is now, bro. God damn, it's crazy. It's finally here.
I'm finally here, very excited. And it's gonna be, a great but sad night, man. But I can't wait, dude. I genuinely can't wait. I think it's gonna be great. I really hope we get a Bulls theme shirt, and I fucking I hype myself up for it. I know it's not gonna happen. I need it to say the last dance is now. That shit would just be too fucking hard. But either way, man, I'm so fucking pumped.
Me too, bro. Me too. So, golly, is there any other I'll talk a little bit about that with the SummerSlam stuff, but my guy David says WWE has a LA Knight problem. Yes, they do. They cannot book their way out of a fucking wet paper bag with LA Knight. Um,
His opponent
so
went down and they have nothing for him. That is crazy.
what a fucking joke. What an absolute joke. Yeah, I've been waiting to come back to that comment. We just had a lot of things we had to go over, bro. So, but yes, they do indeed have an LA Knight problem. Fuck, man, they have an LA Knight problem. So, yeah, that is that. That is that, man. That is everything. So, we started a little bit talking about a little bit. We started the whole fucking intro with it. But real quick, um just according to PW Insider, this is regarding Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan suffered what was described as a massive cardiac event yesterday morning. He was rushed to the hospital, but they were unable to save him. And that was the news we got about Hogan. Um, it really does suck, man. It sucks to lose. Like I said, a legend in the wrestling business. And it sucks for his family, man. So prayers to them, and I hope everybody affected by his passing is doing okay, man. I seen a lot of obviously I seen a lot of the OGs in the business reacting to it, and it really does it really does break your heart, man. It really does break your heart. A lot of people he did help out. Those in the wrestling business, even we've been hearing a lot of stories about him helping people out. I can't say he helped Jeff Jarrett out, but he did he did help a lot of people out, man. At least from the stories that we've heard, and so um, yeah, sucks to see, man. There's sucks to see.
Definitely, man. It really does. It really does suck. He did help a lot of people out. And, truly, rest in peace.
He even helped Undertaker out. Oh, you got me, brother.
Got me, brother.
Call my wife. Call my kids, dude.
You got me, brother. Oh, man.
Hey, look, man. Undertaker, he held him so tight. He jammed his neck.
He jammed his neck, man. Not because it hit the mat, because he held him so tight. It was so stiff, he jammed his neck.
Yeah. Hey, what do you know, man? So again, man, rest in peace to Mr. Hogan. Um, let's see. What to go over here? Actually, this is good stuff here. Let's talk about this. The Rock. No. Guys, stop. Don't get your hopes up. I know I'm not. I know I'm not getting my hopes up. But I know when some people hear the name The Rock, they completely, yeah, it was all the plan. See, Cody, he's with The Rock. He got the movie role. That means he sold his soul. It was all the plan. No, it wasn't. There's no plan.
What were some of those tweets? He posted a picture of himself, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's wearing the same Rolex that
Oh my god, I
Rock
seen that too.
gave him, or what, or he was like, they were talking about he was wearing like the same glasses. I was like, bro, y'all are fucking reaching, bruh.
Like, dude,
Like, dog,
how is for as long as we've known Cody Rhodes in once he started doing the
Rolex.
whole suit wearing thing, he always has a nice watch on. Like what, this is not news. This is not anything new. He's always worn watches. Like what?
Cody Rhodes, the man that lives, his bro was wearing a suit fucking on the roller coaster at Disney World. Probably had his Rolex on too. I mean, like, when you make him post about it.
So
Wrestling fans are funny, man.
somehow they turn this into so bodyslam.net is reporting there is no indication internally that The Rock is scheduled to return to WWE in the near future. I shit you not. I seen people saying that what this meant is that he's going to show up at SummerSlam.
It's literally the most. Yeah, he's not gonna show up. They talked about him, so he's gonna
Yeah,
show up.
that yes,
No, no,
that is it.
no.
That
He's not gonna show up, y'all. He's not.
he he he's gonna show up according to these people. That's what I'm saying, because a fucking report came out saying that he is not scheduled to return in the near future. They think he's gonna return at SummerSlam now.
Fans are hilarious, bro. There's always some deeper thing going on with them. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
the 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 copium in them saying that is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Please, just stop. But again, just stop. If he did not show up at WrestleMania 41, he's not coming back, especially with the projects he's got coming up soon. With the Smashing Machine, we seen the trailer for that. It actually looks really fucking good. We actually might have to go. We might have to go peep that one. But he's doing the Scorsese movie next year. I mean, please, it's over. Just
I think he's got
the
like so many big projects.
I mean, dude, you oh yeah, I forgot about that's the Jordan Peele one, right? The football thriller movie. Yeah.
I think that's the one he's doing. He's
Yeah.
got like 3 big movies coming up. It's like,
He
dog, he's not showing up.
you can if you love the final boss, if you love that character, which I will throw my name in that hat. I thought the character was absolutely phenomenal. It was great. It was really great, man. You can you can't even thank The Rock for that. Who you can thank for that is Black Adam. That is who you can thank for the final boss, because that was the only reason he was back. He needed a little break from Hollywood, as he got a little bonus. He got a little bonus if he worked WrestleMania 40, being that he had gotten on the board of directors around that period. So I think we all know the only reason the final boss was ever materialized was not to give the fans the best possible WrestleMania, it was because it lined his pockets. I mean, it is it again. That was it was, don't get me wrong, it was always the case. WrestleMania 41 this year absolutely proved that, put the nail in the coffin, never to be opened up or see the light of day ever again. I mean, it is all but confirmed. So,
Literally, all but confirmed he's not showing up. There's no deeper meaning to Cody Rhodes wearing his watch. There's no deeper meaning to Cody Rhodes' glasses or this or that. It's just stop,
eh,
please.
please do yourself a favor and just fucking stop. Um Speaking of stop, somebody who needed to stop when they were halfway down the fucking ramp at WrestleMania is Travis Scott.
This fucking guy.
So,
Nothing
according
else you
to the according to the Observer, WWE and Travis Scott reportedly had a full falling out, but the nature of why is not yet known. Scott was originally planned to be in the celebrity guest was originally planned to be the celebrity guest character in WWE 2K25's newest DLC pack, but was eventually replaced by El Grande Americano. Travis Scott was scheduled to be the celebrity surprise that was supposed to be revealed this month. He was a part of the DLC as downloadable content. Scott and WWE had a full falling out, but the nature of which hasn't gotten out yet. But it's why it's opened. But it's why it's open season to knock him. The decision was made for El Grande Americano to take his spot, plus Aleister Black has been the person to replace Scott as far as the WrestleMania pack, though Black was not at WrestleMania. So let me ask you, bro, why, if you were to take a guess, if you were to take a stab at this, why would you think, because we've already heard that Travis Scott is not a quick learner, why would you think, in your opinion, what could possibly make WWE and Travis Scott have a falling out?
I think he wanted to do too much. I think he wanted to do a whole lot of big stuff. And, obviously, if you taking that quick learner news, he obviously wasn't good at what he was trying to train to do. And I think that mix is kind of what made them be like, you know what, dude, we can't have you. The reaction was bad. You want to do all this big shit, probably. You're not good. It's just not gonna work. And he probably took that personally, and that's probably where the falling out came from. I think that's kind of the whole fucking potion that was brewing, the antidote that was brewing, man. That's what I think it was. But what about you?
Yeah, I don't think WWE wanted to open up that window and let out that antidote because he probably sucked. Um, but the thing is, man, I would probably say the same thing. I think he wanted to be involved with the John Cenas and all this stuff. And I honestly think at least Triple H, seen the backlash from WrestleMania, mixed with the fact that he was not very good in the ring and probably was like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And he was probably training for a really long time and he probably figured, I'm good enough. They'll throw me in the ring with John Cena and Cody Rhodes and whatnot. And they probably had other news for him, and he probably did not like that. So that would be my guess. Like I said, he wanted to do big stuff. He probably thought he was ready. They were probably like, yeah, probably if you wanted to start a backyard wrestling promotion, you'll be ready. And obviously that's not what this is. So he was shit out of luck there. What pisses me off about the WWE and Travis Scott falling out is not necessarily the fact that they fell out. And it's not the fact that he's not able to be in the video game. Darn it. I wanted to fucking play as Travis Scott in a wrestling video game. Um The thing about Travis Scott that's always pissed me off, it's the same thing with The Rock that has pissed me off. You guys stuck your nose in the John Cena
Mhm.
heel turn and got it off to such a weird start with
Very weird.
with 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 John showing up but yet having to make no mention of anything going on. And then we get to WrestleMania. There's obviously no Rock to finish off or at least tie up anything. And John Cena's final WrestleMania, the final WrestleMania for the fucking greatest of all time, is him and Travis Scott standing in the middle of the ring with the WWE Championship and the Hardcore Championship. That is so disrespectful to John Cena. I can't that oh my god, that is so disrespectful to John Cena. You know, this motherfucker Bill Goldberg was talking about, oh, they wouldn't disrespect Cena in his last match. Well, Bill, they fucking disrespected him in his last WrestleMania because his last Mania ever, the big the big high spot in the match was Travis fucking Scott. And that was the last image
It's
of John Cena's WrestleMania legacy.
crazy, man. Like Logan says in the comments, the final mania for the literal goat is the worst mania main event of all time. At least the worst mania event moment of all time.
Oh,
Crazy, dude. Like, why would you inject, Travis Scott into the John Cena retirement tour? What made you think to do that, dude? Don't understand. That was the part, like you said, that I hated the most. I'm not upset that he's not going to be able to make an appearance. Um,
you're not?
I'm happy. Actually, I'm very relieved.
Yeah.
And fucking A, man. Why would you do that?
Absolutely one of the most boneheaded decisions. And this is why you do not just trot people out there because they're fucking friends with The Rock. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. I mean, an absolute joke. That is the only. Again, like I said, I'm not even upset that the fact that Travis and them had a falling out, and I'm not upset at the fact that The Rock is not set to appear. It just annoys me. And again, I think we've gotten past that with John. I feel like all of us as fans have kind of, at least the ones that have a functioning brain, have gotten past it because it was really out of John's control, right? If it was up to Cena, I'm sure he would have at least wanted to tie up some loose ends and just kind of write that off as something. And he got the shit end of the stick, and it's his fucking retirement year. And to that, and to them, that is absolute bullshit. That is absolute fucking bullshit that they did it to him. Because if it was The Rock and he was in Cena's position, his selfish ass would want everything to make sense and everything to ease into one another, and he would want the perfect send off that you could possibly ever muster up for a retirement year. Yet you do that to Cena. It's fucked up and it's really, really bogus. But again, we've gotten past it. I'm more so talking about, the beginning of it, because John Cena is cutting these awesome promos and all this stuff in the build up to WrestleMania. And all anybody could fucking ask is, oh, well, isn't The Rock going to make an appearance? Or again, WrestleMania. All anybody was waiting for was The Rock to come out. We ended up obviously getting Travis Scott. And to do that to him in his final year is incredibly selfish because Rock would never do that to himself. So, you know,
Never in his life do that to himself, man. No one's gonna take the spotlight yet, or no one's gonna take the spotlight from him.
absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What up, Hunter? We have not. I do
I
have the
do.
I do have the pictures in queue though, so we will be talking about that very shortly. Um we got, let's see. Oh, well, actually, speaking of The Rock, one of the times we last seen him, he was on the debut episode of The Raw on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, man, Netflix is apparently very happy with WWE. Netflix have been happy with the partnership between the streaming platform and WWE so far, according to an executive at the organization. Netflix Vice President of Sports, Gabe Spitzer, told Variety, "It's everything we could have hoped for and more. We knew going into the we knew going into that we knew going into that we weren't going to change WWE. It was more how can we add to it in small ways." And that's what we've done so far. WWE's distribution has been pretty fragmented up to this point, and the hope was, let's combine the power of what you guys do with the power of what we do here at our global distribution and get our marketing teams together and try to lift this. WWE and Netflix agreed to a 10-year deal worth $5 billion that was taken into effect in January of 2025. So it seems as if
2030. Damn.
I, ooh, so with that being said, how do you feel about WWE and Netflix having a pretty positive relationship up until this point? Being that, I don't know if you remember, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you would want to forget, but the last time we heard about WWE and a relationship with anybody, it was how Fox was very unpleased with Vince McMahon's SmackDown. And so how you
Oh
feeling
no, I'm
about?
never shocked.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Hey, we told everybody, bro.
Dude,
We
we
man,
said it.
we literally
We said they would. Mm-hmm.
we
We said
literally
they will
said that,
regret
bro.
giving them $1 billion.
Yep.
Said that ourselves, man. And they did. They regretted giving them $1 billion. The Netflix one doesn't surprise me with how happy they are. Always assumed the numbers were good. The reactions were good. Obviously, I always mention it with like Warner and AEW. These companies love, wrestling on their program because it's a new episode every week. They themselves don't have to put a whole lot of money into producing it. Obviously, they put a whole lot of money, but they get a whole lot back.
Hmm.
Um, because normal TV shows are very expensive to make. So this is a continuous one, guaranteed new episode every week. Um, these networks love it, and obviously Netflix has started the live weekly stuff, with Raw. Of course they love it, dude. Of course numbers are great for them. Not shocked at all. And I'm very sure SmackDown, when that fucking USA deal is up, SmackDown will be joining them.
I think so, man. I think so. I think that I think it is good. Like I said, it's very good that we are again in a spot where we're not hearing a couple months in that Fox is very displeased with the quality of SmackDown that they've been given. We're not hearing stories like that anymore, so it's nice to hear that WWE is in a good spot where they are keeping their partners happy. I just wish WWE would be in the spot where they can make their partners and their fans happy, because Raw has been rather boring for most of 2025. And I know it's obviously a huge money juggernaut is Monday Night Raw. So that's all that Netflix is looking at. They're obviously not looking at the ins and outs and how the hardcore fans feel about the fucking show for the majority of the summer. But from my point of view, yeah, it definitely does feel a little boring. So I wish WWE would get on that part of things, but hopefully that will come with time. Hopefully that will come with time, but yeah, I mean, at least like I said, at least it's not, stories of Fox, the old Fox SmackDown stories that we all remember hearing. So, pretty good, man. Like I said, it's good for WWE that they are, like I said, making their partners happy.
definitely.
So yeah, maybe they can add another fucking 3 ads to the to the ring apron to make Netflix even more happy.
Yeah, yeah, add more. You could do the whiskey fucking table. You could do
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Monster Energy steel chair. You know, you could have all the possibilities.
You're telling me you don't want the Twizzlers kendo stick?
God, they would, dude. I'm really shocked they didn't do a Slim Jim kendo stick.
Oh,
Make it just a
it just
giant
looks like
Slim
a
Jim.
fucking beef stick.
I wouldn't be shocked. They'll do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either. Um, so so yeah, man, that is the news. Like I said, wish WWE would, maybe focus a little bit on their audience, but that's neither here or there. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody on the Monday Night, or speaking of Monday Night Raw, somebody who's not on the Monday Night Raw roster, Jimmy Uso. According to WrestleVotes, there have been internal discussions in WWE about moving Jimmy Uso to Raw on a full-time basis, likely after SummerSlam. Well, I think that was
Not
rather
shocked.
obvious, and I think that can spell out a lot of good possible things. So, with Jimmy moving over to Raw, that would obviously get him away from Solo and the whole bloodline, or at least the MFT. It would get him away from them. Um, what else would that do? That would probably make more likely our odds at getting the Usos back together. So that's another thing. And that also probably means that Naomi is indeed retaining at SummerSlam.
Gonna say that too. That was like my first thought when I thought that. Is she's definitely gonna be now a mainstay on Raw, and she's probably gonna retain at SummerSlam, which I am excited for.
Yeah.
I love seeing her character. She's fucking hilarious. And so is her husband, man. I'm glad her husband's gonna be coming over there to Raw. Love Jimmy. Really am excited to eventually Pro- probably in the build to Mania, I'm guessing, getting that Uso reunion in the tag division. Very excited for that. And I think it's a good move all around. I think it's going to be fresh for us, fresh for Jimmy, and it's even fresh for us with Naomi. Obviously, he's moving because she was moved. So, very good all around, actually. Very excited.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, man, or like you said, I think it is going to be very refreshing, and I think it's going to be something that is just sorely needed for Jimmy. And there's so many like bloodline members and members of the bloodline, or past members of the bloodline, or the MFT. It's fucking hard to get them all away from each other at this point. Um, but yeah, I definitely think it's time you move Jimmy over to Raw, which obviously Naomi's there, so that's more than likely for them to do. Is like I said, getting him over on Raw, and yeah, like I said, just getting him away from Solo and the MFT, who he's been. God, it seems like he's been feuding with them fucking forever. So yeah, that is that. Speaking of two guys that are on Monday Night Raw, this is actually just in. According to Bodyslam.net, WWE have discussed the idea of Rusev versus Sheamus 3 taking place at Clash in Paris Saturday, August 31st, which I actually think is a typo because August 31st is
Thank you.
on a Sunday. So yes, Clash in Paris on Sunday, August 31st. So I don't know what Body Slam got going on, but it is not on a Saturday. But how do you feel about Rusev and Sheamus 3 happening at Clash in Paris? Do you think this is as big as Heart Aminata 3? Or do you think this is a little smaller?
Can't believe they're fucking giving names to their numbers for those fucking nothing matches. But very excited. I think it should. I didn't think it was gonna, ever have a chance to make SummerSlam, unfortunately. But Paris, I think, is even a better spot for a match like that. And I hope they get put on Clash in Paris, man. I'm excited. Been loving their two matches so far, man. And let's get that third one on pay-per-view.
No, 100%. Yeah, I'm in 100% agreement there. These guys have killed it both times on Monday Night Raw. And I think putting them in Paris, with that atmosphere, I think is going to be huge for them. I really hope WWE lets a lot of people have the opportunity to be on that show and not do, a 4 match card or whatever the case is. I really hope they do put, again, quite a few matches on that show to where you can get, different talent on the show, not just, the main people we're used to seeing on pay-per-view. And that's also why I love this match on pay-per-view, is because we don't always see Rusev and Sheamus on pay-per-views, man, but they've absolutely deserved it, man. If their first 2 matches didn't, earn them something, then I don't know what it did, because it definitely should have earned them it definitely absolutely should have earned them a spot on pay-per-view, and I think Paris is a great spot for it, man. I mean, shit, even if you wanted to throw it on SummerSlam, there's if you wanted to do a 12 match card, there's still spots on night
On
1,
Sunday.
so, or on
Hmm.
night 2, I mean.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's that. And Rusev and Sheamus 3 looks like will be taking place at Clash in Paris. Speaking of a member of the current member of the Raw roster, according to Fightful, talent spoken with have said that Karrion Kross claims to them that no new deal with WWE has been signed, and that his deal is still up in August at the end of or still up at the end of August. As of now, Cross has also told those that asked him that he and Scarlett have not even been approached for a new deal as of the last week.
Very interesting to me, man, because he's saying all of this, and I can very well believe that, but he's also on SummerSlam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with the way WWE works, I don't know, man. I'm very 50-50 with this. I could very well, unfortunately, believe this. Them not, re-signing him. And I could also see it as him, trying to keep the mystique of, WWE versus, him creatively going on, man. And that might be, the smartest move to do, keep people interested. So if it's true, they're fucking idiots. And if it's not true, Cross is a genius, man. So I really hope he does get re-signed. I like the guy. I love what he's been doing,
Yep.
and I hope he gets to continue that.
Absolutely. If that is true, holy fuck. What is going on? There's something in me though. WWE's normally so on it with trying to lock people down. If that is true, there's one of two things going on here. They're absolute buffoons. That's the one thing. Or maybe they like how he works when his back is up against the wall, because they gotta know that what he does is fucking fantastic. And Cross has been on record before saying he works best when his back is against the wall. So maybe they like it. Maybe they like, again, maybe they like, you know, him pretty much fighting for TV spots, and they really, I don't know, maybe they like it, like I said, but if that is true, man, and if they just are stalling for whatever reason, I really don't know why. Again, I really don't know why you would want to jeopardize, losing a guy like that. But then, like you said, they put him on SummerSlam, which is odd for a guy like Karrion Kross, who's basically been snubbed for the better part of 2025, even though he's had ridiculous fan reaction, and fan engagement, and just fans overall that want to see him. I think he's great. WWE, there's no way they would be that dumb to let him go. I just refuse to believe they're that fucking stupid and they would let Karrion Kross walk. I mean, they're there, that is really something I will have to believe, or I will have to see before I believe it, because the, the, there's just there's just a huge part of me that says there's just no fucking way they let this guy walk. There's no way.
Crazy, man. Fucking crazy.
So
No way.
yeah, I I don't know, man. I don't know, but for their sake, they better fucking hope that they have plans to lock this guy down if they haven't already. So so yeah, that is that. That is the news on Karrion Kross and everything surrounding him and his and his contract coming up soon, man. So speaking of contracts that have that are coming up, or in this case, they have already came up, Layla Hirsch, AEW ex AEW superstar Layla Hirsch, or as many know her, Mini Shayna Baszler. According to Fightful Select, WWE have reached out to Layla Hirsch about a tryout with the company as a referee.
AEW fans were so mad at this. Like, how could you disrespect Layla Hirsch? I was like, bro, what? Just stop, dog. Just stop. Maybe that's the job she wants. If it is, go for it. If it's not, don't go for it. It's as simple as that.
um, out of all the things I had on my bingo card for the week, it definitely was not WWE offering Layla Hirsch a tryout as a referee. I would assume she may have had some sort of interest in it, which is why they maybe offered it to her.
Random thing ever.
But I mean, this is also, again, like you said, AEW fans were very upset about this. This is nothing really new. I know a lot of the talent may take it as like a slap in the face. How many times have we heard, oh, WWE offered me a spot, but not as a talent. They offered me a spot as a coach, right? Christopher Daniels. Everybody that watched BTE remembers when Cody would get possessed and he would fucking call Christopher Daniels coach. It was fucking hilarious, bro. But like, I mean, it is nothing new, which it's like Sir K said, man. There was a lot of people that were very upset about this, and it's just like, if Layla wants it, then she can go for it, and if not, then she could just simply deny it. It's not like WWE's forcing her to sign a contract to be a referee. If she doesn't want to be a referee, then don't sign the fucking contract and keep working your ass off on the indies, and then again, maybe they will call you one day and want you to come in as a talent. Simple as that.
It's as simple as that, man. Not to wrestling fans. No, it's a slap in the face, man. Slap in the face.
Oh, Hunter says Fightful updated the story to say Layla actually reached out to them as a tryout to be to be a referee. So there you fucking have it. There you have it. So if Layla reached out to them to be a referee, what is the fucking problem? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But maybe we will see Mini Shayna Baszler as a referee one day, man. So hopefully it goes well. 90% of the time, bro. And again, like you were saying, about the AEW fan base being so upset about it. You know, like 90% of the referees were once professional wrestlers. That
Really, damn near everybody in the business that isn't a wrestler themselves was at one point trying to be one. Byron Saxton, literally damn near everybody ever, dude. That's how it works. Or Brian, my bad. But
oh yeah,
it's like,
thanks
dude,
Brian.
it,
Good old Brian Saxton. Gotta love him.
get a frog.
Thanks Brian.
But literally, that's like everybody ever. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, so I mean, you know the AEW fan base, man. Which, funny enough, because when they let, or when Shayna Baszler, I mean, Jesus, when Layla Hirsch's contract came up, they were all acting like this was no sweat off their back anyway. So what are they upset for now exactly? I mean, I don't understand.
They see this person as a ref. How could they? They were a great wrestler. I would probably hire Josh Alexander as a ref. That would really
He
piss me off.
yeah, I mean he's referee 101. Just fucking
He really is.
stand there and count. Him counting would probably have more
All he can do.
charisma than he fucking has now as a wrestler. So something about
Yeah.
that'll really piss him off.
That would really fuck them off, dude. They fucking love that man.
Do they?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck. I mean, he's a fucking good wrestler. He's a
yeah. I
generically
don't know
good
why I'm acting
wrestler.
surprised. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. He comes out there literally with the amount of charisma as a fucking keyboard, and they love him.
Keyboard has more charisma than the guy.
Yours definitely does for sure. I got a pretty basic keyboard, so I mean, even this probably has more. Even this just plain black fucking keyboard has more charisma than Josh Alexander. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. But, um, but anyways, yeah. So Layla Hirsch could be in WWE as a referee. So there you go. She wanted to leave AEW for a reason, guys. So I mean, it's not rocket science. I'm sure why she wanted to leave AEW. We got WWE. They have recently filed for a trademark for Super Brawl, which is weird
Super Brawl.
because I remember like a year ago they did the same thing. They filed for the trademark as well, so I guess they just never ended up getting it. They did it around, I want to say it was maybe like Money in the Bank time last year. I remember we went over this at WWE was, putting in to file for Super Brawl. What they can use this for, Lord only knows. This will probably want to be one of their promotional things. Like, remember the one year they did like Sunday Night Heat during the Super Bowl? This will probably
That's
be
genuinely
this is WWE. This is WWE wanting to do something during the Super Bowl, and what could we call it? How about Super Brawl? Nice.
Eric issue. It's literally gonna be the little, Mania hype up show that they do at the Super Bowl. It's Super Brawl at the Super Bowl. That's it. That's probably exactly what it's gonna be. And it's gonna be fucking Michael Cole and Pat McAfee up there, fucking with fucking Drew McIntyre just doing random bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna be, man.
I could see that too. Hunter says it could be it could be an NXT PLE. I could,
I could see that most definitely too.
yeah, I could very, very well see that. I could very well see that. Question, Hunter, is this
Hmm.
Warzone Hunter? Did he change his name, or is this a new Hunter? Let me see. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think this is Warzone Hunter. I think this is a new Hunter. We have two Hunters, so excuse me if this is the same one. Maybe it's the same one.
Like three different hunters.
I didn't
I
know if
don't
he.
think this is the same.
I don't think this is my guy Warzone Hunter. I don't think so.
I
or
don't think it is.
Call of Zombies. Is that his name now? I
There.
think.
Oh
I think.
yeah, I think that's his name now. So I think he is different. We have like 3 different hunters.
So excuse me, excuse me. I don't know if you guys are changing your profile pictures or your names or whatever. So excuse me, um, but he says his guess is it'll be an NXT PLE. I could very well see that being the case too. You know, they like to resurrect, you know, like Roadblock and like those those kind of names for those NXT
Random
shows.
shit. Ah,
Gotcha,
shit. They are new. They are new.
gotcha.
Well, thank you for joining.
Okay, well, thank you for joining. That makes okay. Carol 22. No, I for sure remember that name. Gotcha, gotcha. Um, he says the new YouTube updated changed to my first name. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Uh,
Um,
but yeah,
so
man, having our fucking chat. That would have been fucking annoying to do.
yeah, it really would have. I actually just had to change my I had to change my email name to my actual name because it was popping I guess for years, and this is literally for it's been for years. The name on my email would would email people as Notorious Heels Podcast. so, so if I had to send out like a serious email to somebody, it whoever it was getting an email from Notorious Heels Podcast. Wonderful. That's just great.
Appointment, man, and they asked me a fucking email, and I have to fucking give it to them. Like, and I made it when I was in middle school, and it's been my main email ever since.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
like, when you laugh,
Same.
a middle schooler made it.
Hey man, nothing wrong with the
I feel so
4242.
embarrassed when I gotta read. Dude, that's the part that fucking kills me every time. I'm like, bro, come on. I gotta fucking read off this fucking middle school ass email to this fucking nurse at my doctor's office and
Oh,
shit.
dude, you are not lying, bro. You are not lying. It gets brutal.
You
It
say
gets
that shit so
brutal.
quiet.
I'd be having to spell it out. I'd be having to spell out mine half the time because people are like, "What is that?"
I
Like,
just, that's all I do. I don't say it, I just spell it out because I'm like, I'm not saying this, dude. It's so embarrassing.
oh man. So we got we got news on AJ Styles, and this is according to John Alba. He's reporting that AJ Styles was reportedly originally planned for a segment with Frankie Kazarian at TNA Slammiversary. However, this was changed. However, this was changed to the segment with Leon Slater hours before the event. As per the report, some sources in TNA believe that WWE had an input in the change, as they may not have wanted to promise a future match between Styles and Kazarian. Okay, so what you're telling me is WWE likes Leon Slater and they want to, in some way, shape, or form, involve him in WWE television so they can one day steal him. That's
That's
what
that's
I'm
what that
hearing.
whole AJ Styles appearance was, "Hey, bro, you gonna get a contract one day, man, when you get out of here."
Yep.
That's all that segment was, man. It was fucking hilarious. I do get it. You don't wanna, like, tease something that's not gonna happen. So I don't know why they bring up The Rock, but they didn't wanna do it for
Yeah.
TNA, man, and I understand.
No, for sure. And I mean, you know, in the TNA X division, I hear Leon Slater's name a lot. I'm not very familiar with him, but I do hear he's one of their, you know, next up kind of guys, or a good high flyer in their division. The only thing I've seen from Leon Slater, I think this was him, but a couple months back, I think it was a couple months back. he did a spot where he jumped off one of the X Division poles and nobody on the ground caught him and he fucking bounced off the mat. That I'm pretty sure that was Leon Slater. But I mean, he seems like a pretty cool high flyer. And yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna do a match with AJ Styles in TNA, why not have it be against one of their young guys? You know, why? You know, all praise to the GOAT, Frankie Kazarian, the elite hunter. But
The Elite Hunter.
he hey,
I think
it was a
SCU is
goated
back on
gimmick.
Collision.
What?
I think I saw. Yeah,
What?
I think I saw something that a form
What?
of SCU is like new and back, but in Collision or something. I
New
don't
and
know if it was
back.
real.
That's
I,
just
I, I guess,
wonderful.
I guess, fucking Collision, man. But I do miss the Elite Hunter. He was goated. Um, and it makes sense not to promise a match that's not gonna happen. But
Yeah.
that was literally the most Leon Slay, the most we're gonna fucking hire you when you leave this place appearance ever.
100%, man. But yeah, yes, appreciate you, Hunter. Yes, that was so it was Leon Slater. I was gonna say I hear that name all the time, but I remember hearing that name the most when that nasty looking spot happened, where nobody caught bro. And he did a shooting star press onto a fucking mat on the outside. So yikes. But thankfully he's all good. And yeah, like I said, Kazarian's a little older, so like, why would you know, if
I
WWE is in this game to hire people, you know what I mean? Why are you going to show an older guy? And then, what happens if he does end up getting over? Then you're going to have to sign the guy, and in WWE's eyes, they're going to have to sign him, and he's old, so they're not going to want to sign him to begin with. And then, how that whole game, works. They're not gonna. They would rather, if anybody from TNA gets over, they would rather want it to be a young. If anybody from TNA gets over on their television screen, they're gonna want it to be a young guy that they can steal and use as a future asset. So that is why they chose Leon Slater, to be the guy confronted by AJ Styles. So yeah. Um. Let's see. Got that. All right, yeah, I think this is our last WWE story for the day, but Stephanie Vaquer, or
or
yeah,
someone say
Vaquar, or as Nikki Bella would say, Stephanie Vaquay. She would fit right in with Private Party. Stephanie Vaquay, Quay, and Zay.
go, man. There you go. Did you hear? I think it's a rumor with them. Do we have that written down?
I forgot to write it down, but I got it. Me
Okay,
When I
okay,
say
we'll
I
get to
forgot
that
to
when we
write
get
it
to the
down, when
AEW.
I say I forgot to write it down, guys, me and Sir K have a little run sheet. I did forget, but I do have it. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So so according to WrestleVotes, Stephanie Vacar, Stephanie Vacway, or Stephanie Vacker, WWE has
Proper way.
significant plans for Stephanie Vacker heading into the later months of 2025. Marketing and creative services have presented her with several character upgrades. What are we playing? My career? What
God,
the fuck does that mean?
you gotta put points. Gotta put some points into the fucking
is,
tire, man.
is she getting double XP? Is she getting double XP in the fall? Like what? So they presented her
Double
with
VC.
they presented her they presented her with double I was gonna fucking say double XP. They presented her with several character upgrades, including refinements to her overall presentation.
Mm.
Um, I mean, she I don't really know what that means.
Has
I mean,
perfect.
she's not fucking Jason Tatum. She actually has aura. Like, I mean, what I mean, at least for the women's roster, like she has a decent amount of aura. Like you said, she has decent presentation. She has an okay Def Rebel theme song. Like it's actually it's not it's not like, it's definitely up there, you know, with, like, the Braun Breakers and Jacob Fatu's of the world. It's actually a decent sounding song. It doesn't start with, you know, La Primera, or
Oh my god, dude.
it doesn't start with "You're gonna get the devil's kiss," or Stephanie
I will.
Fatquay. It doesn't start with anything
And
like it. It actually, it actually, it's actually like an okay song. It's like again, it's one of the better ones that they have. So I don't really know what the fuck that means. Like several character upgrades and refinements to her presentation. Are you gonna add fog to her entrance? Is she gonna get is she gonna get a super finisher? Is she gonna get a table finisher unlike Cody Rhodes? I mean, what the fuck does that mean? Um, I, so I I don't know. You got any ideas other than Stephanie Vacker getting fucking double XP this fall? I mean,
no clue what the double XP tokens could get her. I have no idea what they want her to buy with this VC, man. I think she's good entrance. It's good Death Rebel entrance theme, which is rare. Very good presentation. I mean, I don't know what they could do more with her in terms of, I don't know. I don't know what an upgrade to her is, man, because she's already just that great. So I'm very curious, man. It is good though. They want to put a lot of stock in her. They believe in her. They really like her. Um, and I think we always see the story of WWE is high on this person and big things are gonna come for them. And a decent amount of time, those are never true. This is one of those ones where I feel like it is. I feel like they do really like her, and I think they do want to make her one of the main women of their company.
definitely, definitely. So yeah, like you said, man, it's Vacker gives me a lot of like Jacob Fatu vibes where it's like it's not a matter of if she'll be in that spot, it's a matter of when. And the one thing I can appreciate with WWE is they're not just going to immediately shoot her there. You know what I mean? They will take they will take a little bit of time with it. I mean, again, same with Jacob Fatu. Everybody was like, "Man, this guy could be a world champion." That doesn't mean WWE was like, "Oh, all right, this is your third month. We're putting the world title on you." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They will slowly ease you into it, which I can appreciate. So, yeah. Um that is all for the WWE side of the news here today. And before we go ahead and hop over to the AEW side, man, we have an official word from our sponsor here at NHP, man. We got an official word from Dubby. Dubby Energy is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. Dubby is a clean formula, sugar-free, zero-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your Dubby products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next Dubby purchase.
Really, always got to shout out Dubby. Whether workout, whatever you may need the energy for, man. It's gonna be a big weekend. SummerSlam, 2 nights coming up. If you guys want to stay up with us for all those nights, all 3 shows in a row, we'll have that weekend, man. Um, Try some Dubby. It'll keep you awake. It'll keep you energized. You won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good all at the same time.
Absolutely, man. So, as always, shout out to the amazing people over at Dubby Energy for being the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP, man. So, that explains why her
That
song is
explains.
good. Because
That explains a lot.
I looked it up here, and I looked it up here on Apple Music, and yeah, it's not made by Def Rebel at all.
Hilarious. You were praising that for a wasn't even made by.
That fucking explains
Oh
why the
man,
song's actually good. That
that
explains it.
explains it. And if
That
they're
is so
maybe an
funny.
upgrade for her is like even more of a licensed theme song if she already has one.
Well, yeah, dude. As long as they add Stephanie Vecker in the intro to it,
Vera.
La Primera.
Good
All right, man.
lord.
Well, let's start AEW off on the right foot, man. Goldberg. Just the man we want to see. Why the fuck are we still talking about Bill Goldberg, bro? I mean, what are we doing? Is this guy that selfish? I mean,
Sure.
bro, he bitched
If
for years that WWE didn't give me one final match. Your speech gets cut, which was re-uploaded on YouTube, and you have a fucking problem with it. Like,
yeah,
bro, it's on YouTube. People watch more YouTube nowadays than they do TV any fucking way. What is
Saturday
the
nights,
deal?
I think that was the lowest rated Saturday Night's main event too. Nobody was watching, bro.
Golly, this guy. Did you hear he broke his hand during the main event?
He broke his hand, broke fucking Charles' ribs, broke fucking this, and they like, god
Like, bro,
damn.
just stay out of the fucking ring.
Just,
What?
good lord.
I mean, it is it, it is absurd. It is absurd with this guy at this point, man. Building up to the match, he said he couldn't run. He said it was hard for him to walk. He blew out his shoulder, he blew out his bicep, he blew out his fucking back. I mean, and then the match comes and he breaks his hand, he breaks Charles' ribs. What the fuck? Get out of the ring, please.
Fucking disaster, man.
Go fucking buy a muscle car or whatever you like to do in Goldberg's garbage or Goldberg's garage, whatever it's called. Yeah, Kryberg is right. I mean, good lord.
In Bitchburg, man. You know how it goes.
So according to WrestleVotes,
Okay.
they talked about the possibility of Goldberg going over to AEW. This comes after Bill stated, "Never say never," on if he will lace up his boots again.
Why these old dudes don't retire with Aura no more. Because they fucking can't help themselves.
This is why Austin is probably the only one. Okay?
It's
And
still got Aura.
I mean, this guy came out of retirement, actually put on a banger, and
And kept himself.
and never came back. Even when they offered him a WrestleMania
Nope.
39 main event against Roman Reigns, he still never came back.
He said no. His next appearance was fucking crashing his fucking four-wheeler at WrestleMania.
I know.
What a fucking moment.
Hilarious, bro. Hilarious. That's like we seen and that's that's the kind of thing I hate, man. We seen the same thing with Taker. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you
Just step away.
did you see him recently telling Shawn Michaels that they need to run it back? I think he said they needed to run it back in Saudi because the last time they were over there, obviously we all fucking remember the DX versus Brothers of fucking Destruction match where Kane's head fell off. Sean, Sean, I guess it was during a podcast. He was like, "Come on, man, we got to run it back," and Sean was like, "No." Sean was, because I guess Sean was telling him he was telling him the only one that is bothered that match sucks is you. Like, Sean was basically saying he didn't really care, which even Sean, like, yeah, he did come out a retirement for only one match, but for the most part, he's kept most of that aura, or
Good.
like the
Yeah.
the last real Shawn Michaels match was obviously the WrestleMania 26 match in 2010. Like that was the retirement match that we don't talk about. Okay, nobody talks about Dwayne Wade on the Cavs. Okay, nobody talks about that. All right, we just talk about the guy on the Heat. Okay, we'll talk about Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26 instead. But yeah, like Taker, bro. I believe he got both of his hips replaced. Please, just stop, please. No, please, for the love of God.
Please no, just stop.
So, anyways, back to Goldberg. There doesn't appear to be any connection between AEW and Goldberg at this time. One source noted it would genuinely surprise them if AEW moved in that direction. It is believed Goldberg is still, as of now, under a WWE contract.
Even though I thought his contract was just for one last match, I thought that was the contract, but who knows?
That's what I thought too. But as of right now, we can all rest nicely because Goldberg is not. Doesn't look like there's any connection with him in AEW. Apparently, when Goldberg wasn't under contract, there was
Fucking calling him.
there was some sort of stuff going on with Tony Khan, and then I guess Goldberg got pissed at them because they I guess weren't really willing to bring him in. Tony Khan probably heard what his demands were and was probably like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't think that's in Tony's best interest. I really don't. That all that's going to do is add learning tree Chris Jericho levels of fucking boringness to your television that you cannot afford right now because you are coming off All In and it already feels boring as shit. So, I mean, it is something that AEW cannot afford right now. But I'm glad, like I said, to hear that there is no connection, being that, again, we literally just heard Goldberg talking about how, he's not retired or he might lace the boots up again. Like, good Lord, dude, sit the fuck down. So yeah, Goldberg
Like,
is not, he's, for now, there's no connection to AEW.
thank God, man. He doesn't need to be there. He doesn't need to be anywhere besides his fucking garage. And let's keep him away.
Yeah, please stay in the garage, bro. um, so Tony, you did a great thing for Sting. You do not have to do it for every WCW legend. Sting could actually still put on a banger, which he did on multiple occasions.
Exactly.
Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson is apparently set to be a more serious character moving forward.
Man, look at that. I'd hope so, because he's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of his like body language he would do, but that's actually really intriguing. I'm very interested to see how that goes.
So he spoke on a good Lord, who is revving their engine? So he spoke on a close up with Renee Paquette, and he talked about he had this to say. Do I want to be that guy that fake dog pees on people or gyrates his hips or just screams profanity all the time? Juice asked rhetorically. You log on to the internet and you see how people feel about you, and it's like, do I want to be known as the honeycomb mascot or the Geico caveman? Is that why I got into this? It's not. He says everybody says it's not about wins and losses, but it's about wins, losses, and everyone says it's not about wins and losses, but it is. It's about wins and losses and championships. Robinson said, how many did you win in your career, or were you just a fucking cymbal crashing monkey with a pull string? You know am I a mall Santa or am I a serious pro wrestler? And I want to show everybody that I am a serious pro wrestler. Um, I am all for him being serious, like Sir K said. I really am all for it. I was never really a fan of the Juice Robinson, that whole like Bullet Club, the Bullet Club Gold, or the Bang Bang Gang is what they're called. I'm fine with them as a group. I like everybody in the group, and I do like Juice. Juice's best work for me came when he was being. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. Juice's best work for me came from when he was being serious, when he's cutting a serious promo. Um he cut a couple of them when he was in like a mini feud with MJF, and I actually really enjoyed him. I really enjoyed his work a lot, and the look for me is what really throws it off. The look is that is something that is definitely needs some fixing. But yeah, I was never really a fan of the character that they gave him. It was just a bit, he seemed like a fucking clown all the time, and it was something that I thought just sucked. So again, I'm all for the character change. The look though, he got to grow that beard back, bro. I don't know what he was
He's
thinking.
good. Most definitely. Down for the character change. Is very curious to see him grow something of facial hair back instead of being a tall Bret Hart.
It looked like Bret Hart and Bo Dallas had a kid, and it's
I'm
Juice
telling you.
Robinson. So, Private Party. You really can't hear that?
I could hear it sometimes, but really like not in like a bad way. Not in like a distracting way.
Okay. They are digging up pipes right outside the house. And
Yep.
of course, they have to do this while we're live. So, Private Party. Their current status amongst AEW, according to Sean Ross Sapp via Fightful, Private Party is still signed to AEW, but they have not factored into creative discussions since their title loss. They've simply not been brought up backstage, and when it comes to story planning, there is no indication that a return is being worked on internally. Despite the silence on AEW side, there has been legitimate interest from WWE about the team that remains under contract with AEW for now, and no final decision has been made regarding their move. Earlier this year, Dave Meltzer did confirm that their contracts would be up very soon, which we do expect to be up. It's got to be somewhat soon, man. Yeah, well, this is the life of talent that Tony Khan suspects is going to NXT. So it looks like Private Party is probably out the door, especially if their deals are up soon. Tony Khan for sure put those titles on them to try to get them to stay, and when they didn't, he just abandoned all hope and just figured he'd stop calling them. But what do you make of this?
We've seen this song and dance with. Mm. We've seen this song and dance with AEW before. You know, someone's thinking about possibly leaving after the contract, and then we just don't see them on TV anymore, man. It's obviously what's going on with them. They'll be off TV. Their contracts will come up. We'll see them in NXT. Very common formula with AEW. And I'm excited.
Very true, man. And same here for that. And we got one more story for AEW, and then we'll go into our final story regarding SummerSlam. So AEW have announced some big news as of 4 days ago, so Tuesday or Monday. They have announced as you can see on your screen here, AEW has announced Wrestle Dream will be Saturday, October 18th from St. Louis, Missouri. Wow. Look at this. What do you fucking know? AEW has moved another venue or another show out of a specific venue or a specific market. They have moved Wrestle Dream out of Washington. They put it in St. Louis, man. Sir K, how you feeling about this one?
Excited, man. Usually, I'm not the biggest fan of a Wrestle Dream, but St. Louis, I like the city. I like the crowd over there. It's a Saturday, which is good, and it's in a different location for AEW. So you know what? I'm very intrigued to see how it goes, man. I like the change.
Absolutely, man. I'm stoked for this. St. Louis is obviously a good crowd. St. Louis is a very good crowd. And again, we're getting Wrestle Dream out of Washington. Again, there is absolutely no reason under the sun for that to take place in Washington every year. So I love it. I think it's a great idea. And man, I hope AEW keeps doing this, bro. I hope they don't, just take, breaks for a year or so and then bring it back to the same venue. Keep switching it up, keep keeping things fresh. I really hope next year is the last year for a minute that we have all in London. Because we talk about, even with that show all the time, how much I would love to see that expand. But I'm proud of them. They moved all out of Chicago, and now they moved Wrestle Dream out of Washington. I think it's a great move, and St. Louis is always a good crowd, so nothing wrong there for me, man. So yeah, I mean, good on AEW, man. Another good move. Again, just changing up the markets. So good stuff.
Stuff.
So, with our final story here today, WWE have, so I actually have to ask. Let me see here. So, I know I sent them to you, but have you seen the John Cena farewell shirts for SummerSlam weekend?
I have, man. I have.
What?
So far, I like them.
What? Okay. Gotcha. So, if you guys don't know, they have brought out the John Cena farewell shirts for New York and, well, New Jersey. I really thought they were going to do New Jersey themed teams, but I also did forget that there are two teams that play in New Jersey that are New York teams. So I thought, me and Sir K were talking about this the other night, I thought they were going to end up going with, my guess was one of the shirts was going to be the New Jersey Nets, their old colors, and the other one I thought was going to be the New Jersey Devils. They ended up going with the New York Jets and the New York Giants. I actually I do like the shirts. I don't know if they're some of my favorites in the collection, where in the farewell collection, where I would cop them. But they were nice. They were nice, man. And I was a bit shocked that they didn't go with any of those. I was a bit shocked that they didn't go with like the New Jersey Devils, like we were talking about the other night. I think that would have been pretty cool. Obviously, the Devils, and he's a heel. Kind of, I thought that would have been. I thought that would have been really cool. But Jets and Giants is. I mean that's solid. I didn't even think of that. But I'll say this for the Chicago shirt, you better not go. You better not go in a football direction, bro. I do not want a Bears John Cena the last time is now shirt, bro. It needs to be Bulls. It needs to be Blackhawks. Even White Sox first, but even Cubs I'll take.
Literally, I'll take anybody. but the Bears for the Chicago shirt, man.
Yeah,
I need me. I need that Bulls. The Last Dance is now t-shirt, bro.
that would be tough. That would be tough. I feel like it will say the last time is now, but the last dance is now would be God. That would be so hard.
That would be that would be so insane, dude. That would be so fucking insane. It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna fucking act like it is gonna happen
Yeah,
and be
but
disappointed.
usually they drop the shirts about a week before the event, so we got about another month of you guys probably listening to us say that the shirt better not be Bears themed. Thing I don't like about the Bears, dude, the Bears font, it's just that like it's just the fattest, ugliest font. Like, ugh.
It's not even like you said. It's not even the colors. It's that fuck ass font, dude. That's just
Yeah,
lame.
it's the font is just it's just so bold and just fucking fat. I mean,
Ugly.
ugh. I
That's
re-
why I love like the Bulls because I love like the cursive Bulls
That old
font.
Bulls
It's so good.
cursive. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Um, I hope so. I hope so. A lot of people say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. People say John Cena's the GOAT. There's a little bit of correlation there. It's gotta be Bulls themed, bro. It's gotta be. Which you brought up a good point. All the Survivor Series merch that they put out, for the market
Bulls.
themed, Chicago themed type stuff, anyone that was related to sports was Bulls. You probably have seen us wear the red Survivor Series long sleeve shirt. That like I said, anything related to it was Bulls theme, so hopefully. But speaking of
Exactly.
SummerSlam, WWE have officially put out the imaging for the night order, or the order of, which matches are going to be on which night. And here they are, man. So like I said, WWE has officially put out the night order for which matches are going to be on SummerSlam Saturday and Sunday. So as you can see on your screen, for August 2nd, we have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa and Charlotte, Gunther and Punk, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus the Braun Bronze, Tiffany versus Jade, and Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Moving over to Sunday, we got Dominic versus AJ, Cena versus Cody, Solo versus Jacob, Becky versus Lyra, and Naomi versus Io versus Rhea. I could very well see one more match getting added to night 2, just to make it a little more, just to make it, even at 6 matches apiece. Obviously you could see the shows at 6 Eastern, so if you are Central Time like us here in Chicago, the show's at 5. And what do you make of this, man? Do you like, and what do you, me and you talked about it a little bit beforehand, but what do you suspect is going to happen, most notably from night 1 over there?
It's interesting with these two nights. 'Cause first of all, why are there 3 tag matches on Saturday night, and why is Sunday only championship matches? Very interesting lineup they fucking assembled here, man. But I hate to break it to everybody, bro. Roman's gonna main event night 1. Come on, y'all. I mean, I think it's pretty fucking obvious, dude. I think if it wasn't the main event of night 1, it would have been opening night 2. It's obviously not on night 2. So the opener, I'm gonna tell you right now, for night 2 is the women's triple threat. The closer,
Yep.
Cena and Cody. The opener for Saturday is probably fuck, it's so many fucking tag matches. Who goddamn knows? But no matter what, the closer for Saturday is going to be Roman. Um, interesting. Don't love the way WWE always assembles their 2 night shows. I think their organization for them, where they put their matches, is always kind of weak. But Sunday is blowing night 1 out the fucking park, man. But what do you think?
That was the first thing I was going to say, was night 2 is an absolute landslide here. I mean, what in the
Landslide.
blue hell did you do on night 1? Like, yes, you have Gunther and Punk. yes, you have, Roman and Jay versus Braun and Braun's son. But then, like, obviously, like, some would say they might be excited about Sammy versus Cross, but like, honestly, I see that as the match that probably is gonna fucking get zero time. So that's
Oh
kind of
yeah, it's gonna be the 7 minute.
yeah, so that's kind of scary, but honestly, bro, the I mean the Roman tag match seems okay, but like Saturday will more than likely be carried by Gunther and CM Punk. And then you look at night 2, and I'm pretty much I mean, yeah, I'm excited for damn near everything on the show. So my big concern here is I just and it really I guess it would really depend on Roman's schedule. Does Roman want to stick around, all night? There's no way Roman can close that show, right? It almost has to be Gunther and Punk, because if they have Roman Reigns main event that show, that is it's definitely something I could see WWE doing, because it's Roman Reigns, and they usually, they usually have that thing with Roman where, if he's not opening the show, he's closing the show. I really hope that ends up opening the show, and I think it should 100% with Gunther and
Shit.
Punk closing. I just don't know with WWE, because they like to put Roman in the main event, so we will see. Um, um, yeah, uh, yeah, definitely not excited. What's up, Durante? By the way, definitely not excited for the Jade
There you go,
Cargill
man.
match, man. It is, it's gonna
No,
be,
not excited.
yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm looking at this, and to me, so far, bro, night 2 is an absolute that I mean, that is a massacre. Why would you put the why I
Why
mean,
would you assemble it
I
like
was
that?
they are absolutely setting themselves up for failure here, man. I mean, that night 2 again, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. That is a literal landslide right in front of our very eyes, man. I mean, I don't know what they thought they were cooking up there.
Very, very fucking landslide. You could have easily put the more even show, man, but they didn't. They did not at all. It is fucking one-sided.
Yeah, so that is your that is your night order for SummerSlam this year, man. And like I said, that is yeah, they yikes. They may or may not have set the people on night 1 up for absolute failure, because yeah, you got to go out there on Saturday, man, and you better hope that 90% of those matches are absolute bangers, because so far it's looking like Sunday is just obviously going to make the
Falling
weekend.
out the water. Exactly. Most definitely.
Yeah. So, that is pretty much everything, man. That's pretty much everything here today for this edition of the news. Ugh, excuse me. Been a long day. But thank you guys so very much for joining us. Again, happy birthday to manager Logan. Thank you guys for everybody. Thank you for everybody who joined us here today. Hunter, man, I wish Aleister Black did end up making SummerSlam. Aleister Black, I can almost guarantee you him and Damian Priest are going to be announced for next week. The SummerSlam Eve episode of SmackDown, or whatever they call it. SummerSlam SmackDown, or I don't know what they call it, but
They always do.
I
Yeah.
I am almost positive that match is going to end up being added to SmackDown. Unfortunately, I'd love to see Aleister Black on SummerSlam. I would, but but yeah, I just that just to me just God, it screams SmackDown.
It really fucking does, man.
Yeah, but that is pretty much everything here today for this edition of the news. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on today's episode, man, and that is gonna do it. Durante, I actually do. I do have the date. I do have the date listed still. So I got you, bro. I got you. So with that, that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. This has been episode 267. Thank you guys, man. It's been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
Okay.
And that is going to do it. So with that, man, thank you guys for joining us. Everybody who came out, Durante, Hunter, Logan, David, thank you guys so very much for joining us. And with that, man, please like, comment, and subscribe. We got SummerSlam predictions already next week, man. And with that, we will see you all on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central with NHP Unscripted.
Peace.